Hello, everybody. Sam Abazari here, filling in for the very big shoes of Geoff Zimpfer as he kicks cancer's ass and gets back to us in a top shape and being the man that he is, giving tons of value to us. I'm really excited to fill in his shoes. Geoff asked me to step in and talk about something that loan officers would find value in, and I decided to talk about what I believe to be the case in our industry, that 10 loans a month is the best place to be as a loan officer. 10 loans a month with one assistant, making 200 to 300 bips margin and working 25 to 35 hours a week. So for the next 25 to 35 minutes, I'm going to share with you guys the three systems that allows you to, any loan officer, to get to 10 loans a month, working 25 to 35 hours a week, making 200 to 300 bips margin. And if you need anything else, I'll put my contact information. So if you want to reach out to me, let me know. If you don't know me, my name is Sam Abazari. I ran Level Up Coaching for You Mortgage, where I coached over 120 loan officers. On average, my loan officers doubled their business every 3 months. I run a $250 million a year branch. My top three loan officers are all doing over 10 loans a month. The best one's doing 30 loans a month, implementing the systems. These are the systems that work. I've coached personal loan officers that don't work with me at my company and in my branch. The three of them that have implemented this results, all of them have added at least $200,000 a year in their income in under 6 months. So the systems work. Now, before I go into the systems, I want to tell you guys why I think 10 loans a month is the best place to be and what my promise to you is. I think 10 loans a month with one assistant working 25 to 35 hours a week, making 200 to 300 bips margin is the best spot because you can focus on everything else in life. The point of money, the point of career is so we can live the life that we want. For everyone, that purpose and the way we enjoy ourselves is going to be different. For me, it's a lot about learning and excitement that comes with it, a sense of adventure. For others, I know, like some people that really care about their community and is giving back to their community, may it be their church, may it be their people in their town, whatever it is. But being at 10 loans a month with that one assistant gives us both the financial freedom, the time freedom, and the mental bandwidth freedom to do everything else we want in life that's important to us, which again is going to be different for everybody. Because if you're a loan officer right now, if you what I'm saying to you resonates of what you want, I'm willing to guess, I'm willing to even bet that you may have the money, but you don't have the time or the mental bandwidth, or you don't even have the time or the money or the mental bandwidth. So wherever you fall in it, it's all about finding the sweet spot where we get all three: time, mental, and financial bandwidth to do the things we want. So what is my promise to you? My promise to you is that you will learn how to have predictable income, meaning like your income doesn't go 130 grand one month and then 10 grand the next month. It's predictable, it's routine based. A calm operating system. The key is really a bit of boredom. Like, we want systems that we can operate that don't create panic and anxiety with us, so we can sleep well and not dream about work. The operating system is supposed to be boring, so I'll share the operating systems with you. True referral partnerships. I don't believe that you can get 100% of anyone's referrals, but you also should not be one of three referrals, one of the three loan officers that the realtor or anyone else shares. So I believe in getting true referral partnerships, people that advocate for your business and you advocate for them. And the key thing here is when it's beneficial to both. So it's not unreasonable expectations from anyone else. Margin is key. If not making 200 to 300 bips margins, it's really hard to afford an assistant, to have that predictable income, to create the buffer, to invest in your business and your system. So we're going to talk about margin, its importance, and how to do it as well. Freedom. My promise is that you will find freedom. Again, the freedom being financial, time, and mental bandwidth. All three are important. And a life you enjoy. I will touch on that. I will talk about the things I've done to bring more joy in my life. In the peak of my success, when I was having the best results and the most money I ever made, I was miserable because my life was about a serious number of targets to hit and filling out my greatness tracker. and I just wasn't happy. So I will show you guys the things that worked for me to bring a life of joy to myself. My goal with you guys is not to show you more chaos. My goal is not about turning you into $100 million producers. If you want that, if that's important for you, there's amazing people that can do it for you. My goal for you is a life that you enjoy and a controlled growth. So let's talk about the numbers and how to do it first. So there's 3 systems we need to get to 10 loans a month. Number 1 is the assistant. Hire an amazing assistant. You do that when you're at 5 to 6 loans a month pretty consistently. If you do like 3 months, you're at 5 loans a month, it's time to hire an assistant. I won't go too much into that in this episode because that's so tactical. But step number 2 is knowing how to get one referral partner meeting every week and how to convert them, which I will show you. And step number 3 is how to convert your leads at a really high level. I'm talking about 30% from lead to funding conversion. And I'm going to show you guys on how to do that. So let's go through the numbers and what it takes, what the numbers look like when you convert your partners. So first, I want to talk about the numbers. We want to actually meet with people that can send us deals. That's a big thing. We want people that are doing business, and that can be realtors, financial advisors, divorce attorneys, CPAs, property managers, just like really even well-connected people, business owners. It doesn't matter. But the target, I like to say, is 10 units that they can refer us. Not that they're sending us 10 units a year, but they can refer us 10 units a year. That's their capacity. There's nothing magical about 10. That's just a number I suggest. If it's 8, it's 8. It's fine. If it's 20, it's 20. And if it's more, hallelujah, it's harder to convert those people, but it is possible. And our goal is to capture 30% of their business. If you follow this process to its limit, to the best, you will actually make close to 50% conversion. Your conversion rate will be closer to 50, but we want to be conservative and we'll say 30% conversion. Your average commission per deal. Remember, the margin we want is 200 to 300 bips. So if we say the average loan amount is 300,000, then your commission, gross commission, is 6,000 to 9,000. So I'm going to put $7,500 in the middle ground here. And you know what? I'm going to take $1,500 off because of expenses and everything else per deal. I'm being super conservative here. So your average commission, let's say, is 6,000. That's money to you. That means the average value of a relationship is 18,000. So this is who we are going to get. Partner values that each one is worth $18,000 to us. Now, we want to have minimum 1, ideally 2 meetings a week, and I'll show you guys how to do it, where we convert half of the people we meet into people actually sending us deals. There's a method to do it. The key with it is authority. I will tell you exactly how to do it. That's actually the next thing we're going to go over. But the goal is to convert 50% of the people we meet. We do it by authority. So if we do that every week we do that, we will get 1 new referring partner, one of these people that send us 3 deals a year, an average commission of $6,000 per loan. We're going to get 1 of those every week. So if you do that for 12 months, we're assuming you're going to take 4 weeks off, or 4 weeks doesn't have, like for 4 weeks, you don't get results for whatever reason. At the end of the year, you're going to have 48 people sending you 144 units, which means $864,000 in income. Guys, in a year, your life can be completely transformed. And these are not like pie in the sky numbers. Every bit of this we're implementing, it works. And I'll even talk about how you make 200 to 300 bips at the end of the video. There's 2 ways to do it in our industry, and I'll talk about it. So in order to meet these people that have capacity for 10 deals a year, where we convert half of them into referral partners that are actually sending us deals, so we can make that $864,000 a year, we have to follow through a 4-step process. And it is a 4-step process. So if you're looking at this, top line is the 4 steps, and each item under it is options for how to fulfill that step. So there's 5 ways to get initial connections. And this goes for, again, realtors, financial advisors, any type of referral partner. I'll go in order of most effective to least effective. Most effective is introduction. That's people you know introducing to people they know. I will actually give you the text template and put it in the chat or in the comments if you get results from this or how many of the results you get. This is my favorite party trick. Send a text to a good friend of yours and ask them, hey, from the top of your head, how many realtors do you personally know that you like and trust? You can change realtors for financial advisors, divorce attorneys, whatever you want. But that's the text. And rewind if the video, if you need to hear the script again. But send that text and then put in the comments, please, how many names you got. That's the first way. It's the most effective. It is so easy to get 3 to 5 introductions with a few texts only. Number 2 is active deals. You have listing agents, you have the financial advisors of your clients, you have the attorneys there. There's a lot of people in a deal that you can get involved with to win them over. So you can connect with people on active deals. 3 is events. These are your BNIs. These are your open houses. There's our networking events. There's a million of them. They're effective because you are face to face with people typically. Number 4 is social media. All professionals, pretty much everyone in our society has social media. So it's really a great way to get in front of them. And what makes social media really effective as a way to connect with people is because they can verify who you are by just going to your profile. And there's a built-in trust mechanism. You're a real person. On the other side, they can validate you, verify you, and then decide if they want to talk to you or not. And that's why social media is really, really effective. And then the last one is cold outreach. That's your typical cold call, cold text, and cold email. It's the least effective one, but it still works. But it still works great. Now, step 1 is to connect. But once you connect, you need to fulfill the second step, which is you want to meet with authority. This is the part that really isn't discussed enough in our industry. We've all done a million coffee chats. We've all done a million open houses. I know you have done it. I've done it. We've all done it. And we've all been told, yeah, I'll send you my next client, and we never get it. The key thing is we don't have authority. But let me clearly define what authority is. Authority means that the person you're talking to believes that by working with you, their life will improve. That's authority. When the person that talks to you has the belief that their life will be better if they work with you, you have authority. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do it. Proof is a great one. I've laid out the 3 most common ones in here. Number 1 is classes. So what Geoff's offer, if you don't know Geoff's offer, he talks about, he does done for you classes for realtors specifically, where you invite realtors to classes. Well, if you're teaching a class and you're a subject matter expert, you immediately have authority and you're giving a ton of value. They believe that their life is better with you in it. So you have instant authority. So classes are one, if not the best way to build authority and meet agents, or really anyone, find referral partners in general, with authority. You can do it for financial advisors. You can do it for realtors. You can do it for attorneys. Doesn't matter. Classes are great. What makes classes really good compared to the other things is that it's one-to-many. So you can have multiple people coming. So it's a very efficient form of meeting people with authority, and then you follow up with them. The downside of classes is that unless you are really good and the class that you're teaching is really good, so unless you have a ton of proof already, you're not going to get a lot of, not whales necessarily, but like really the qualified people. It's a challenge that can be overcome, but it's important to be aware of that challenge. So you want to kind of keep that in mind. So it's going to be, as far as agents goes, really easy to get realtors that are doing 3 to 5 deals a year. Really easy to get them into classes. But getting people that are doing 10 units, much harder. People that are doing 30 units, extremely difficult to show up to classes, but it's a great one-to-many approach. The second one is podcast. Podcast is when you have your own podcast or you're a host of a podcast show. And I have recommendations for this. People that do this for as well. Noah Lomax with Real Housing Experts does this for loan officers. He's an amazing person. You can check him out as well. You become an authority in your market or in your niche because you're talking about it, you're sharing information. And when you share information, you're creating conviction in people that you are the authority. And if they consume that information, they find it useful, you have made their life better. So now they believe you are making, they believe that you in their life make their lives better. So you have instant authority. The next thing a podcast does really well is that when you invite these potential referral partners to your podcast, they are quite literally your guests. They are a guest on your podcast. So you have so much authority as a host, which works great. The pro with the podcast is that you can get whales, you can get really qualified people on your podcast. It's actually really easy. The downside of it is that it's a one-to-one. So you have to reach out people and it doesn't take that much time. I think the total time we're seeing with my people is 1 hour to 2.5 hour total time spent on per guest with the conversion meetings and everything. I'm talking about the offer and the follow up. So it's still not a lot of time, but it is one-on-one. The third one, not enough people do this, and I think this is going to get phased out more and more, is office tours. This only applies to you if you have a team and an office that is really nice. You can bring referral partners into your office. You have so much authority when you do that, but I know most people listening don't have an office or even a team yet, so don't worry about it. But if you do have a nice office and you do have a staff, office tours are great. You order lunch in, you invite your referral partner, they meet your team, you teach and coach your team on how to behave to convert the referral partner. It is super effective, but it's getting phased out because offices are less and less. Now, we're going to step 3, which is our offer. How are we going to make their lives better? So we connected with them in one of the 5 ways. We met them with authority, but we haven't offered them anything yet. They starting to believe that their life will be better with us in it, but they don't know how yet. The offer tells them how we can make their lives better. So first one, again, classes. What Geoff does is amazing. Education is valuable, especially if you get really tactical with it. I hope you find this valuable to you, but this is the same thing. This is education on being tactical. So if you do this for your referral partners, that is a ton of value. So you can tell them, my offer is, hey, I do these things all the time. I want to keep inviting you to them. And also, if you need help with implementation, I will go a step further. So that is the offer. That classes, education, or implementation. That can be one of your offers. Offer 2 is fast closings. Guys, if you can close loans in 10 to 15 days, you are going to stand out. That's a very strong offer that makes everyone's lives better. Guarantees is the third one. So if you can guarantee your pre-approvals, if you can guarantee anything, it works great. This is really hard to do. So is fast closing. So I won't talk about them too much. The fourth offer is providing leads. This is also really difficult. There's a lot of ways to do it. If you have a big social media following, or you want to buy leads, that's an option. This is my personal favorite, being the personal CRM of your potential referral partners, specifically realtors. And here's what I mean when let's say personal CRM. Being the realtor's walking, talking, converting, updating CRM. Here's what that means. Imagine I come to you and I tell you, hey, here's what I'll do for you. You give me your leads. I just need name, number, introduction. I'll follow up with them. I'll pre-approve them for you. I will make you look like a rock star. I will tell them how good you are. They're going to believe that you are the best thing in the world. I will do all the work. I will collect the docs. I will pre-approve them. I'll get them excited to buy a house. I will put them back in front of you when the time is ready. I will follow up with them. Doesn't matter if it takes 2 weeks or 2 years. And I'll close them for you. I'll do everything for you, and you don't have to pay me. And through it all, I will update you every week or every 2 weeks or whatever cadence you want. I will update you. You don't have to do anything. You give me leads, I'll give you closings. And you don't have to pay me. Do you want that? I bet all of you guys would do it. All of you guys, because it's a great offer. It's what we will do for our referral partners, specifically realtors as well. They give us leads, we give them closings. And this is the one that has the lowest skill, lowest barrier. It's up there with classes. Class is also really good. It has lower barrier and lower skill. Um, Personal CRM is great because also you will make more money, which I'll talk about the lead conversion. Now, if you're wondering how can you be the personal CRM if you love this, I will talk about it in the lead conversion on how you can be the personal CRM. But the key thing is you need to have a good system for tracking leads. Excel works. You don't need a CRM. It's good if you do have it, but you don't need it. So Excel works, a good way to track your leads and good follow-ups. And I'm going to tell you right now what the follow-up process is for converting leads. Is just any leads that haven't converted for 20 minutes a day, call, text, email, to convert them. Put 20 to 30 minutes on your calendar every day to convert leads that haven't followed your process yet. Obviously, you don't need to call people every day. Like, do apply some logic to this, but like, easiest ways to get deals today is go back to your leads from last year and call them. You will get deals from it because they're interested. So that's the personal CRM strategy. Now you make an offer. They do accept. But in order to actually convert 50%, we don't want verbal commitments. We want deal commitments. That's where the follow-up account executive strategy comes in. Account executive strategy means basically you follow up. I prefer every 2 weeks, but I know some people that do every week, some people that do every 3 weeks, once a month follow-up. It really doesn't work. They just forget about you. So once every 2 weeks is the sweet spot. And all you're doing is you have their money in mind when you call them or email them, and then you try to focus on the personal relationship. So the 4 criteria on their money is if you have any leads in common, you discuss those. If you have any pre-approved clients, you discuss those. If you don't have the leads or pre-approvals yet, then you share a sales tactic or a loan program and how they can use it to make more money. So for example, bank statement loans. Hey, tell your CPA that you have a loan program for self-employed people that can buy homes without filing for taxes so they can get all their exemptions. It's how they can use it to get more deals. Or number 4, invite them to something of value. Again, classes is great. Coffee is okay. Doing life with you is great. So if you play poker, soccer, whatever it is that you like to do, invite them to that and it works great. That's their money. Then you go into the personal relationship. You talk about form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation. Pick one of those. And if only they want to talk about it. If they don't want to talk, don't force them. So that's the process for getting these qualified referral partners, taking them through the 4 steps with different options on how you do it, because this isn't one way works for everyone. This is you pick and choose what works for you, and you can combine these. In fact, the more of these you combine, the more effective you'll be, but start easy and start manageable. And this is what's going to generate the leads for you. Now, I've taught you how to generate leads. Let's talk about how to convert them. Now, I know most people don't track their leads. They don't know their conversion, but it is increasing your lead conversion is one of the most high impact stuff that you can do. Meaning, like, if you get 30 leads a month, let's start with 10. If you get 10 leads a month and you're good at conversion, you can make almost 200 grand. I'll put $5,500 for a commission here. I'm actually going to change that to 6,000 to be consistent. Let's do that. 6,000. I'm going to change all of these so we're consistent. So if you're someone who's generating 10 leads a month, which I think almost everyone here, if not that, can get there really within 3 months to generate 10 leads a month, you can make $216,000 a year generating 10 leads a month if you're good at lead conversion. Most people are around 10 to 15%. That means for every 10 leads, they get 1 fundings. That's it. That's very little. But if you get really good at lead conversion, which I'm going to show you how to do it, you can make 216 grand on 10 leads a month. If you get really good and you follow this value process that we talked about here and generate 30 leads a month, which is, again, very, very, very doable. It's actually easy. I'm underselling it. You can make 648 grand when you have good lead conversion process. So now that you know the impact of lead conversion, let's talk about how you do it. Lead conversion also follows 4 steps. There's the initial contact. There's a home buyer consultation. If it's a refinance, then you kind of combine home buyer consultation and loan selection. Step 3 is loan selection meeting, and step 4 is the weekly updates. Let's talk about initial contact. The key thing is speed to lead here. You want to acknowledge the lead within 30 minutes to 90 minutes maximum. You can go faster than 30 minutes, so it's within. It doesn't mean you have to jump on a phone and have a full-blown conversations within 30 to 90 minutes, but you need to acknowledge it. So if you get an email, text, call, whatever it is, you want to respond the way you got it. If you can't call, text works. And just say, hey, receive, I'm looking forward to talking to you. I'm in meetings. I will get back to you in X amount of time. That's acknowledgement. That works. You have locked in the next step. You're good. That's speed to lead. Then on the conversation, there's 4 things you want to go through. Number 1 is triangle of trust. Triangle of trust is, how does the lead know the referral partner? Then you share the story of how you know the referral partner, and then why you're excited to work with the client and to serve them. That builds the trust. That's the triangle of trust. Then you focus on their goals and dreams. Buying a house is really exciting. People want to buy a home. Nobody wants a mortgage. Mortgage is necessary evil. So we don't talk about the mortgage on the first call. We talk about their goals and dreams and like what they're excited about, what's their 5-year plan with it, 10-year plan with it. Are they going to grow a family in it or not? Like all of those things. And people are excited for different things. Some people are excited about stability. Some people are excited about the numbers. Let them be excited about whatever they want to be excited about. And then go into their MIT. MIT stands for most important thing. You want to find what is the most important thing to them. And for everyone, it's going to be different. For some people, it's the school zone. For some people, it's the financial return. For some people, it's that they can actually close. For some people, it's that they want low cash to close. For some people, it's low monthly payment. It's going to be different for everybody. But you want to find it out in that call so you can always refer back to it and frame everything in accomplishing their most important thing. And finally, bam, fam, book a meeting from a meeting. This is where lead conversion dies if you don't do it. Book a meeting from a meeting. So most people say, I'll send you an application link. Once you fill it out, I'll call you. It doesn't work well because now there's too much ambiguity, too much uncertainty. Nobody knows what to do. So you want to be very clear in the next steps. My favorite script for that is, hey, the next steps is to have a home buyer consultation. The home buyer consultation is where we go over your specific profile, what buying a home is going to look like for you, what the numbers will be, and what's going to be the financial benefit to you as well. And I'm going to answer all the questions you have as well. Do you have your calendar in front of you? Great. How does Friday work? This is a 30-minute video meeting. Yes, great. Perfect. I'm going to send you 2 emails. Number 1 is going to be the calendar invite. The second one is going to be an application link. Please go ahead and apply and upload the documents it asks for by the end of the day tomorrow. It's going to be simple stuff like bank statements, pay stubs, ID, nothing that's too hard to get. Can you do that? Great. So those 2 things are coming. I will see you at XYZ time. I'm excited to talk to you. Anything I can do for you right now? That's booking a meeting from a meeting. That's BAM-FAM. So that's the initial contact. That's the process you go through. Next is the home buyer consultation. It has, again, the 4 steps you want to go through. First, put the pre-approval on the screen, share your screen, be excited with them, celebrate with them. It is really exciting. Pre-approval is when the client's the happiest, so share that celebration with them. Then go over ranges with them, number ranges. That means their purchase price range, cash to close range, and monthly payment range. The client needs to know what they're getting themselves into. So go over it. Notice I'm not talking about rates. We don't want to show the rate unless they ask for it. At least not yet. We don't want to show the rate, at least not yet. If they ask for it though, answer it. Hey, what's my rate? I use a placeholder of 5.5, but your range is anywhere between 5.25 to 5.75. I'm recording this at the end of February. Rates are somewhere between 5.5 to 6 right now. So just say the number you use. Be matter of fact about it. Don't hide behind stuff, and just tell them the numbers will change, but this is what I use for now. We will select your loan and the rate when you're on the contract, and I'll show you the rates and you pick which one you want. So I won't pick it for you. I will show you everything. I will advise you pick it. So that's how you address when they ask about rates. Now, you want to put things in context, because when you go over the ranges, guys, they're going to be scared. Like the cash to close, the monthly payment, it's scary for people. So you want to put it in context. So for example, this is how I put things in context. I say, hey, do you know what the average appreciation is for you? Like, oh, I don't know, like 3%. It actually in our market is 8%. It's 8%. You're buying a $500,000 home. But let's be super conservative and use that 3% that you said. That means every year your home is going to appreciate on average $15,000 a year. Some years lower, some years more, but you're going to get a $15,000 a year appreciation every year. And you will also pay down about $6,000 just in the first year in the mortgage. That's a $21,000 that you're putting in your pocket. Your salary is $150,000. When was the last time you got a $21,000 year raise? Oh, I got it 3 years ago. Great. Now you are going to give yourself a $21,000 raise every year by owning this home. This is why owning a home is the greatest wealth builder tool in America, because you're giving yourself a $21,000 raise every year instead of every 3 years. So that's how you put context around these numbers. These numbers like monthly payment range, cash to close range is really, really scary. So put it in context that means something to them, which is raise, which is money. And that works great. Next is next steps. Tell them what happens next. I personally don't love to call pre-approved clients while they're shopping a whole lot. I know it's important. I just don't love it. I teach it. I coach it. It's important to do it. Like, let me just be completely honest with you guys. It's important to check in with pre-approved clients. I don't want to get hate mail here. I just don't love to do it. So I believe if you have really good communication, you can do it less. You can't skip it, but you can do it less. And here's what I tell people. I tell them, we're not going to talk a whole lot between now and until you go under contract. But that doesn't mean you cannot reach out to me if you need something. So whatever you need, reach out to me and I will answer your questions and take care of it. Now, you're going to work really closely with your realtor. You guys are going to look at homes. When you're about to put an offer, get me involved. Because if you and your realtor see it fit for me to get involved, I have a few tricks to make sure your offer gets accepted. But you and your realtor will decide at that time. And once your offer gets accepted, we have to move fast. So before you put an offer, when you're about to, get me involved. Sounds good? Great. Do you need anything from me right now? Great. Let's call your realtor, go over the plan with him or her, and we'll talk soon. Whatever you need, reach out. Great. So that's the home buyer consultation. Now, if you really want to be involved in the process, you can also do a BAM FAM, meaning just put a time to catch up in a month, how their process is going for the home. That's an optional one. I'll put optional here. I don't like to do it too much. I don't coach on that, but it's effective. It works. So it brings us to the third meeting, the loan selection meeting. That's when the client is under contract. Let me tell you guys why clients shop. Clients shop because they don't trust that they're getting a good deal. So how do we make sure that they're getting a good deal and that they trust us? We give them a good deal when we understand their goals and dreams and we understand what's the most important thing to them. So by having these, we can give them good options. Then how do we get them to trust us? By giving them the options and letting them choose which one they want. Voila, you address the trust and giving them good options and giving them a good deal. So put 3 options together. based on their goals and dreams and their MIT. So if they really care about the low monthly payment, you give them more prices, you give them options with maybe rate buy down, maybe with big down payments. If they really care about low cash to close, you give options for that. So you just give options based on what they've told you is important to them. You advise, you give pros and cons, they pick. You give this is key. You're not giving them one option, say do this. You're giving them 3 options. You're giving them the pros and cons of each one. They pick. Because once they pick, it's their choice. They trust you. They win with it. Now, if rate comes up and they discuss rates, pull up your Arrive, your Optimal Blue, whatever rate sheet tool that you have, show them the rates and be like, hey, these are your rates. Do you understand how it works? No? Okay, let me quickly, in 10 seconds, explain it. Rates over here, you pay for it. Rates over here, I pay you for it. I pick the one that I think is the best option, the most value, bang for your buck. It's this one. But I can give you any of these that you want. Which one do you want? And they're like, oh, okay, if you think this is good, great. Be open. Share your rate stack. They don't know what it means. You can explain it, and you can be honest with them. Like, hey, these are the rates, these are the costs. Which ones do you want? So that's how you address the rate on the loan selection meeting. Just give them everything. Be transparent. Be honest. Like, there's no reason not to be honest. They pick, and that's when you close. My favorite way of closing is just collecting the credit card information for the appraisal and ordering the appraisal. Because the moment they pay, you're good. They're not shopping you anymore. They have skin in the game. They literally paid money, so you're good. And then you go over the next steps. It's different for everyone, so I don't cover it. Next step is like, we submit to your file to underwriting. XYZ person on my team will reach out to you. We're gonna reach out to you every week. Blah 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 blah. Which gets us to the weekly update. How do you do the weekly update? There's 4 things that you need to actually do when you do a weekly update. Here, I'm updating it as we go. Bye. So when you give weekly updates, you tell them what you've done, what they need to do, when it needs to happen by, and what happens next. If the client knows these 4 things at any given time, they are happy, they're having a great experience, and they're giving your name out to a lot of people because there's no ambiguity. It's a simple, easy process for them to follow. They're enjoying it. So that's how you get your lead conversion to 30%. Follow this 4 steps, with which each step has sub-steps. Just follow this. That's how you get your process, you get your conversion to 30%. And I gave you the process for the partner meetings as well. Now I made you a promise. I promised you that I will tell you how you can make 200 to 300 bips as well. It's not as a loan officer. If you're a loan officer setting your margin at 200, you're going to be priced out of the market. So if that was your thought initially, let me address it. It's not just you as a pure loan officer doing it. There's 2 options to do it. And there's 2 companies I recommend, but I don't want to put it in here so I don't get sued. So DM me or something, and I'll tell you which are the 2 companies I recommend. You either own your P&L. So as a branch manager, you own your P&L and you set your margin to 200 to 300 bips, or you're a broker. These are the 2 options where you can have 200 to 300 bips margin. Each one of those has pros and cons. One is not better than the other. Each one has its pros, it has its cons. They're actually like the flip side. The pros of P&L is the cons of broker, and the cons of P&L is the pro of broker. So they're like flip side of the same coin, different tools for different problems. If you reach out to me, I'm best on LinkedIn, Sam Abazari, SAM, my first name, last name Abazari, ABAZARI. If you want to know which companies I recommend, I'll tell you. I don't have skin in the game in this one. I just don't want to get sued, so I won't put the names up here. But that's it. And then, guys, shout out to Geoff. Geoff is going through it. He's a badass. He's a tough guy. If you don't know what Geoff does, Geoff takes care of the classes for you. That's how you get the authority. You can invite tons of realtors and other people to it to get these great referral partners. Highly recommended. Also, I have a Skool community. If you want more context and more information, and for me to go into deeper parts, how to hire an assistant, all of it, I have a Skool community. I price at $197 a year because I want you to have skin in the game, but I don't want cost to be a barrier to great education and great content. So I priced it at that. And I'll make a promise that anyone who signs up from the link in this video, all the money will go into whatever Geoff wants. If it's Uber Eats, it's not a lot of money. I don't think thousands of people are going to sign up. I think it's going to be maybe a couple $100. So it's all going to go maybe to Uber credits or whatever Geoff wants for him as he kicks cancer's ass. I hope this was valuable to you guys. I appreciate you all. We all appreciate Geoff, and have a fantastic day.